What is up, guys? So I'm gonna give it a few minutes, or not a few minutes, a couple of seconds until somebody comes in. Ooh, my hair's all jacked. Just got out of the shower. I can't find my fucking Oakleys, man. I think I left them at work in my locker. So I gotta come with these aviators. And yes, I'm in my Van Der Esch jersey. I know it's not football season, but gotta keep it going. What's up, Landon? What's up, bud? The Giants signed Golden Tate to a 4-year deal worth 37 mil, 23 of that guaranteed. 23 of that guaranteed. What's up, Mike Mosh? Hey, did you hear about it? Yep, CNS, CWO. Did you hear about Golden Tate getting signed by the Giants? That's who the Giants just signed. 4 years, 37 mil, 27 of that guaranteed. Does that scare me? No. Why does that not scare me? Because they don't have, 23 mil guaranteed. Yep, over 4 years. But that doesn't scare me. That doesn't scare me because they still don't have an offensive line. They still don't have a quarterback that can get him the ball. You know? I mean, he was a cowboy killer. Y'all know this. He was a cowboy killer when he was in with the Lions and when he was with Seattle. He didn't fit in over there with the Eagles. He didn't fit in at all, as you could tell. That first game that he was there, he touched the ball, twice? And once coming at the very end. So, this signing doesn't scare me. This signing doesn't scare me at all. Golden Tate, that's right, Golden Tate. This signing doesn't scare me. It's not. They still don't got anybody that can get him the ball. So, I'm not too worried about it. So it's whatever. It's whatever. I just want to come on and talk here a little bit, go live, because I don't go live that much. But I wanted to go live today and talk about this signing. Because now they got Evan Ingram, I can't talk today. Evan Ingram, Sterling Shepard, and now Golden Tate. But again, Golden Tate's not going to do much over there. He's basically a guy that's going to fill the spot for Odell Beckham, because we know Odell Beckham got traded. We know Odell Beckham made that huge signing last year. There's a strong storm in Kentucky. Well, it's all nice and sunny over here in Texas. So I like this weather. That's why I decided to put on my Leighton Vander Esch jersey. But yeah, man, I'm not too worried about it. We're still 2 wins. That's still 2 wins for us in the win column on the NFC East. Oh, you're in Dallas? I'm not in Dallas. I'm in San Antonio. That's where I'm at. I'm in about 4.5 hours away from you, man. So, but yeah, dude, I really got not too much to say about this. The Cowboys did sign a defensive tackle, Christian Covington, I think is his last name. He came from Houston. He's still, just went from one Texas team to the next. He had 3.5 sacks over 3 years there. Some people are saying that he's just a body for camp, and I don't think so. I think he's going to be more of a rotation guy for Woods, Ross, and those guys. So we'll see what happens. Who's 25? He's a young guy, and we'll see what happens. He's even though Marinelli does have a way with these defensive tackles. He turned Hatchard from an 11 sack guy a year to, a guy who was getting 3 sacks before he came to us to now to 11 sacks a year. Then he went to Washington, where he only lasted 2 years out of the 4-year deal that he had, and then retired. So Rod Marinelli has a way with these guys that he can get these guys to perform at the highest level that they can possibly perform at. So, just having it, and then with the David Irving shit and the Randy Gregory shit, I'm happy we're getting bodies. At this point, I just want bodies at the defensive tackle spot. Yeah. I heard that it's going to be, if anything, it'll be a trade We might get Emmanuel. I don't know how to say his last name. I'm just not even gonna try. I'm just gonna, like, I've heard rumors about getting him, about trading him. So we'll see. He's a second round pick. We'll see what happens. And yes, Eric Berry was cut by the Chiefs, but we're not gonna get him. He requires too much money, and he's too old. He's been hurt too much. Like when I saw that last night, I was like, whatever. It's just another safety. But what's gonna happen is there's gonna be a desperate team that thinks that they could win now with that they're a safety away, and they're gonna give him big money. Landon, we have the money. We have plenty of money to go around. It's just how we're smart with it. We have the cap space to sign DeMarcus Lawrence. It's just how we're going to go about it. We have enough cap space to sign Coop, but it's just how we're going to go about it, And we don't need to sign Dak or Zeke right away. Dak, we can give him a contract next year. Okay, but it better not be at the 25 to 30 mil that he wants. Or it was 30 mil to 40 mil that he wants. We better not do that. I wish Greg could have just stayed off the weed. He had a really good year. But yeah, he had a very good year with us as well. I still don't think he was at his prime. I still think he was about a year and a half away from reaching that pinnacle of his top performance. So where he was going to be, it was going to be like what DeMarcus Ware and Spencer were opposite ends of each other. It was going to be like that. But, more of a level playing field because, DeMarcus Lawrence isn't no DeMarcus Ware. Randy Gregory isn't no DeMarcus Ware either. Yeah, they'll be lucky to win 4 games. Like I said, they basically got a guy who's going to fill a void with, what's his name? Odell Beckham. They got a void to fill with that wide receiving spot. They're basically going to... We can still stack 8 in the box. We can still stack 8 in the box and stop Saquon. That's what teams are going to do. Teams with good safeties that can cover these, those wide receivers, all they got to do is stack 8 in the box, and yeah, that's it. So, Landon, I love Zeke too, man. But here's my deal. He has a 5th year, and correct me if I'm wrong with this. Correct me if I'm wrong with Zeke. He has a 5th year option, okay? Because we're worried about trying to pay him right now or next year. That's what a lot of these guys are doing. They're worried about, can we get him the money? Look, he has a 5th year option. We can pick up that option, and he's going to play under that option, right? That's 5 years. The 6th year mark, you know what? Fuck it. Let's franchise tag him. You franchise tag him, he plays. Then at the 7th year, you start drafting another guy to groom another running back to come in. He can actually play 2 more years with us without us having to actually give him a contract. And if he wants to sit out, we go out and get a running back, in this year, next year's draft. And good running backs come late. They're all over the place. You can get a great running back in the 4th round. You can get a good running back in the 5th round. So. Marcus Ware was consistent always. Yeah, look, check it out, man. Like I've said in other guys' streams, DeMarcus Lawrence is a fucking diva who wants to get paid big but has done nothing to require that payment. Nothing. He had a good year a couple years ago and got 14.5 sacks. Last year, he did what any average defensive tackle will do and got 10.5 sacks. And an average defensive tackle will get anywhere from 7.5 sacks to about 10. And he got 10.5 sacks last year. He has done nothing to require services of that kind of payment. Nothing. He has not provided those services at all. So these guys that are freaking out about trying to break the bank and, we need to he's a 21 mil a year guy when he's not. He's not. You know what? If someone wants to go overpay for him, let him walk. Let DeMarcus Lawrence walk. Do the Giants have the worst defense in the league? I don't know. I wouldn't call them the worst. I mean, maybe when they traded away Harrison last year, they didn't sign Collins, even though they got Peppers back. But what is Peppers going to do in this defense? They got Jackrabbit, but as you can tell, he's aging. So no, there's worse defenses out there. but they're probably in the top 5 of horrible defenses. And with us, you know, we're going to be in the top 5 of great defenses again. I mean, it's just with the linebacking core that we got, we're solidifying ourselves in the top guys with our secondary. Our only problem is, in our secondary, is Jeff Heath. That's the only thing that's hindering Xavier Woods from performing at the best that he could perform at, in my opinion. Because Heath is leaving shit and exposing the weaknesses there. And it's leaving Xavier Woods get exposed. Can't do that. You need a guy who's going to perform at his position and not have Woods have to worry about both of those positions, you know? So the Giants, to me, they got a top 5 horrible defense. Top 5 horrible defense. It's not great. You know, they're going to be picking in the top 10 for the next couple of years. Yeah, and they'll be lucky to get 4 wins. 67. Landon, I think your name is too long, man, so that's why like it's cutting out, you know, some of your sentences. But I'm assuming you're talking about the winds that are up there in Kentucky, up to 67 miles per hour. That's pretty scary shit, man. That's pretty scary shit. That's crazy. That's some crazy wind action. Hey, man, Mosh, my brother's in Florida right now with his girlfriend, man. I forget where he's at in Florida, but he's up there in Florida, or down there, I should say. He's on some beach, Mosh. But anyway, let's get back to talking about football. Because right now I'm on my way to my chick's house. Man, accounting homework is it's ridiculous. My accounting homework I was doing. But anyway, what do y'all think about this Christian Covington signing? I didn't look too much into how much we signed for him, and how long. Oh, it's a 1-year rental. That's what it was. It was a 1-year rental. I'm not sure what the payment is, but y'all think Marinelli can work with this guy, and you think that he can be one of our strong defensive tackles? Because I know we got Ross and we got Woods up in there, so he's gonna be a rotating guy, in my opinion. He's gonna be a guy that's gonna rotate, and I think we'll be okay. We need to draft. I still think we need to draft a defensive lineman, either edge rusher, right end, and or defensive tackle. The defense, like this year, I've said in other drafts this year, it's defensive heavy again. It's defensive heavy again, in my opinion, and I think that this year we're going to go defensively. You know how in 2017 we just broke down our secondary. We just got rid of everybody and just drafted defensively. I think that's what we need to do again this year. Because if you think about it, with Jason Witten coming back, you don't got to worry about the tight end position, at least for another year. With us trading for Coop, we don't got to worry about that number 1 guy. We got him. You got Gallup in the slot, and like I said last night with Landon and a couple of the guys, you have Alan Hearns, who was a slot receiver in Jacksonville. Stick him in there again. He's a big body. He's a Dez Bryant guy, but he can catch the ball. So I'm not too worried there. Yeah, Mosh, that's what I was saying. He got 3.5 sacks over the 2 or 3 years he was over there. But Marinelli can work with these guys. He won't do shit in New York. No. Yeah, he's gonna crush it in the slot. That was his position. That was his position over in Jacksonville. So I think he will crush it. I think he's gonna crush it. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be fun. So I think our offense is set. Our offense is set now. Now we gotta go back and do defensive work. We got to go back and work on the defense, and I think we're gonna draft defensive guys. 58th pick in the 2nd round, I think is gonna be a safety. It's gonna be a safety for me. I don't know who's signing Eric Berry. I haven't even got any update on Eric Berry. Eric Berry getting signed by anybody. You heard that the Cowboys are interested in Eric Berry? I heard last night that they were out, that they weren't even going to try and get him. I don't want Eric Berry. I don't. He's too old. He's hurt. Like, yeah, he's great. He's a good guy, but he's already on the decline of his shit. And I don't. I want to go out and get a safety in the draft. I want to draft some guys that Simus has mentioned that I need to look at. There's a guy from Delaware. His last name is Adderley. Y'all need to go look his ass up. And I hope he's there at our 58th pick, because he will gel well with these guys. He will gel and he will work. Chris Richard will turn him into a fucking beast. This Adderley kid, if you go look at him, he's from Delaware. Go look him up. Adderley. Look at his highlight shit. He is a fucking he's a punt returner, a kick returner. This boy can play. I'm telling you. Yeah. That's right, Landon. Go look him up, bro. Like, he is a beast. But I like Barry, but he is hurt way too much for him. Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. He's hurt. I don't like him. I don't want him. I don't want, just like everybody was on the Earl Thomas train, they'll get him. I kind of was too. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of was too. But at the same time, I didn't want. The only way I wanted him was at the right price. At the right price. I gotta look him up. Like I said, there's this spring break for me, because I'm back in school, guys. This spring break for me has been just a relaxing time, and what sucks is I don't even get to relax that much, because I still got homework and shit I gotta do. But making these videos, doing my homework, seeing my chick, it's all, I don't got time to put out these videos. I think closer to the draft, I'll look at more of these guys and put my predictions of who I think we're going to draft, if they're still there, if these safety guys are still there, because at the 58th pick, there's like five guys that I think that are going to be there, because a lot of teams need other positions to fill their needs. So, but guys, I'm excited for next year. Like I said, last year, I'll fucking take these glasses off. These glasses are dark. It's not that sunny anymore. So, they should draft who? 13 career sacks for what school? Put that up again. What school was it? Yeah, I went back to college, man. I went back to school. I'm almost done. I took a few years off from school, and then I went back, man. So, yeah, I'm back in school trying to get my degree, my business degree, which I'm almost done. Right on, man. 7th grade. You young, bro. You young. You don't know the full history yet of the Dallas Cowboys, but maybe when you do your research, you'll know. Juan Thornhill is safety. Oh, he's a safety. I've heard that name. Where's he from? I've heard that name. You want to know what I think we should do? Now, this is just me being an ass, because I don't want to do this with Zeke. But for you guys that are old enough to remember, I would love to take Zeke and Herschel Walker his ass. I would love to do that. I would love to take Zeke and Herschel Walker him. Trade his ass and get all these guys. And what happens when you get all these guys, you don't keep them. You cut their ass. That's where you get those picks from where they came from. What are those picks called? When you don't keep someone and you get rid of them, they give you a draft pick. Not a compensation pick, or maybe that's what it is. Anyways, that's what they did with Herschel Walker. The way the Cowboys drafted all these dudes, Alvin Harper, Darren Woodson, all these guys, these all came from the Herschel Walker trade. When they traded Herschel Walker and it was a shit ton of draft picks. Yeah, no, we don't pay anything. We don't pay our running backs that much. DeMarco Murray, I didn't want to pay him. I don't like paying guys on contract years, only because they may be okay. They may be decent to okay. throughout their whole contract, and then when that contract year is up, as you saw with DeMarco Murray, motherfucker balled out. Only went 1,800 yards. Like, he balled out, bro. Like, I'm not, like, and that was off for one. And then what happened? He went to the Eagles, and granted, the Eagles didn't use him correctly. They didn't use him correctly at all, because they did so much shit wrong with the Chip Kelly era. And then he kind of leveled out when he went to Tennessee. So I don't like paying guys. And like I said, with Zeke, we can still pick up that 5th-year option, and then the following year we can franchise tag him. And that's 6 years we already got him. 6 years, and you just run his ass into the ground. So that way, by year 7, you draft his replacement, and you kind of groom that guy to be Zeke's replacement, and you kind of send Zeke off into the sunset, you know, at his later years, you know, 7th, 8th, 9th, you know, because running back, unless you stay healthy, which Zeke has, unless you're a running back, your lifespan isn't that long, because you're taking a lot of hits. There's only a few running backs with long lifespans, and that's Sproles, Frank Gore, Adrian Peterson. But Adrian Peterson is on another level. Hell nah, what? Who said that? I only saw a glimpse of it. Someone said hell nah to something. Jordy Nelson, I think he had his good years with Green Bay. I don't know. I don't want names. That's what I don't. I want production. I don't give a shit if I don't know who the fuck you are and I gotta look you up. But you bring productivity to the team. Psh, great. I don't want names. Like, I don't want big names that just take up cap space and they don't do anything. So, and yeah, you're right. He's too old. So it's whatever, man. Zeke is on another level, bruh. You don't run Zeke like he's a nobody. Are you serious? Wait, well, hold on. It kind of went out, Simus. What'd you say? I know Zeke's on another level. I agree with you. I think he's on another level. But when you run him, you use it. He's our workhorse, man. He's our workhorse. You run him into the ground like that. You run him and run him and run him. That's all I'm saying is you run his ass into the ground. You use him. Landon, I don't want to trade Zeke. I was just being an ass and just, saying whatever. You can. I mean, that's why I think they brought in Tavon Austin. They brought in Tavon Austin to be that hybrid running back. Simon, that's why they brought him in. But you do have what's his name, Rod Smith, who, in my opinion, he's all right. But you got to go out and get another guy. You do got to go out and get another guy. You go out and draft a guy. But hold on, guys. The change pays. The Duke Johnson, I think we. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, guys. My chick called me and I had to be on the phone. I was trying to get her off and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, sorry. Simon, I don't want to. If you're still on, a lot of guys left. So we'll see what happens if they come back. But yeah. Everyone left. Fucking. I had a good conversation going. See if guys come back into the stream. Yep, getting her off the phone. Nah, Masha, I got her off. I was over there like, yeah, man, yeah. So, no, I got her off, Mosh. What were we talking about? The whole Zeke. Look, I want to run Zeke. He's our guy. He's our guy that we got. He's our workhorse. And I think with getting Coop, he alleviates some of that work off of Zeke. Got to get another scat back. I do like the re-signing of Tavon Austin. I got to look at the particulars and look at how much we signed him for, and, how many years or whatever. I just know it was a re-signing. But I don't know, guys. This is our window is about 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years for our window. We need to do more play action and bootleg. I think we need to do more play action. Do some bootleg because Dak, we got to keep Dak. If you look at the statistics with Dak, when he has like 8 or 9 run, where he breaks off for runs, we win. We win. I wish, I get it. I hate these guys that they're runners. Dak's not a runner first, but you run. He's a runner, but he's looking for that pass first. He's looking for that pass, which is great. You want to be able to look for that pass and do your checkdowns and then take off. But when you see an opening, that's why I feel like he holds onto the ball too long in the pocket. If he were to read and be like, okay, there's nothing open, I'm gonna take off. Boom, you take off. But he doesn't do that. Dak doesn't do that, and that's why we need to keep Dak moving. That's why you do the bootleg, you do the play action, shit like that. That's what I would like to see from Dak. I don't want to. And again, I go back to I don't want to pay Dak. I don't want to pay this guy the 30 to 40 mil that he wants. Even though I hear that's rumor, I don't know if that's true or not. But when I hear numbers like that, I'm like, fuck, for real? Like, I don't think that this guy should be getting that type of money. He hasn't proven to me anything. That's why I'm okay if DeMarcus Lawrence walks. I'm okay with it, even though I know we're gonna get the deal done. But check this out, he's gonna get that. He needs labrum surgery, guys. He needs labrum surgery. I've had labrum surgery from pitching. I tore my labrum. I tore it pretty good. It took over a year to recover from it. And when they did my surgery, I went out and I retore it again. I'm not saying that, because football and baseball are completely different. Baseball, you're using that shoulder all the time like that. It's getting put in positions that it's not supposed to. Your shoulder when you're pitching. For football, labrum, you could go your whole career with it torn and not need surgery. I mean, yeah, it weakens you. It does. You can't lift things, but it doesn't prevent you from lifting your arms or pushing or anything like that. In certain positions, you won't be able to lift certain things. Like, I remember the 5-pound weight, I couldn't, like, if I had my arms, straight out, I couldn't lift it. I couldn't lift it. It hurt. But pushing people, and I get it, it's a strength thing. But he's played 3 years without having the surgery, and he's had it torn for 3 years. And this surgery requires a year of recovery time. So if you sign him to that big contract, he's going to need a year off. He's going to need a year. So we're going to be without him for at least a year. At least a year. I've been saying it for a while. This team is too talented. You're right. You're absolutely right. Garrett should have been gone a long time ago. I'm not a fan of Garrett. I don't like Garrett. He provided us better services as an offensive coordinator. He did. When Wade Phillips was the coach and Jason Garrett was the OC, Romo was putting up numbers. Romo was putting up numbers. And I think him as an offensive coordinator, he does better than he does. I was done with him after 3 8-8 seasons. I was actually done with the team. Like, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? But if you look at the variables, you had shitty defense 1 year and you lose. You had Orton, who I thought was going to win us that game against the Eagles, and he throws a pick at the end. Like, and then Romo just couldn't perform one of the games. Like, there's a lot of shit that goes on, but at 3 8-8 seasons and you don't win. Brown, no Earl Thomas. No, I don't want. Our safeties don't suck. It's Jeff Heath that sucks. He's the one that's garbage to me. Not Woods. Woods, he's doing his job. Our safeties don't suck. It's Heath. His best position is backup and on special teams. That's where he belongs. He's not a starting safety. He's fucked us over a couple times. So the whole not Barry, Earl Thomas, the whole ET shit. He wanted too much money. He wanted to be the highest paid guy. He had one broken leg twice. He broke the same leg twice. So I want a guy that we can go out and draft. I want a guy who we can go out and draft, not a guy that we're gonna pay big money for. And look, if you look at our history, we pay these guys, and they don't perform. The only guy that I can remember, and I'm going way back, that I can remember that we paid big money for, and it paid off for us. If Simus is still watching, if Mosh is still watching, y'all know who I'm about to talk about. We paid Deion Sanders we paid Deion Sanders big money. What it was, $12,999,000. That's what we paid him. You want a Golden Tate pack, PCG? He did good in your system. You think we gonna get? Nope, we're not gonna get Eric Berry. Nope, don't want Eric Berry. He's too old. He wants too much money. That's right, Mosh. Prime time. That was the last time we paid someone big money, and that was the only time it paid off. That was the only guy that was worth the money that we paid. $12,999,000. That's what we paid him. Because Jerry Jones don't like the number 13. So that's what we paid him, the $12 million. Then he had his signing bonus. But you want to know how that worked? You want to know how that went down? Jerry Jones went to Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, and said, look, this is what I'm about to pay him. Do you have a problem with it, or do you want to win Super Bowls? Those motherfuckers said, let's win Super Bowls. Those guys were those guys were smart because they knew that they were going to make money outside of football. Troy Aikman, I was talking with my dad a few days ago. Troy Aikman was what Tom Brady was, where he's restructuring his contract all the fucking time to make money for these guys. He wasn't greedy, hungry. He wanted to win. That's what winning's about. That's what champions are about. They're not about making that fucking money. They're not about driving that Rolls Royce, that Ferrari, that whatever. And like Simon was saying like, I want money to feed my family. Nah, they're about winning Super Bowls. They're about winning championships. And that's what the triplets were about, winning championships. That's why they said, I don't give a fuck what you pay this man. Go out and get Deion. I want to win Super Bowls. And they won another one the year they got him. That was the last time we paid anybody big money like that, and it didn't come back to bite us in the ass. Miles Austin, you pay him big money after one good year. Fucking sucked. You paid Tony Romo all that money. Even though I love Romo, he didn't do nothing for us. You paid Dez Bryant. Romo goes down. Dez Bryant was a product of Tony Romo. If you don't see that, that's what he was. He was the product of Tony Romo. Tony Romo was, and Dez Bryant was a 50-50 guy who was coming down with the ball 90% of the time. 90% of the time. That's why Dez Bryant's production went down significantly. Because Tony Romo was hurt. Prescott isn't that guy to be gunslinging and just throwing it up into Dez Bryant's area for him to come get it. That's not Dak's game. So, you know, I'm not about paying these guys big money. I want a team who's smart enough to know that, you know what, after football, this Super Bowl ring is what's going to keep me from winning. Is going to keep me going in life. This Super Bowl ring is where I can go out and be like, look, I'm a Super Bowl champ. You want me to come talk on this show? You want me to go on this show? Pay me 10 grand. Pay me 15 grand. I'm a Hall of Famer. Pay me $20,000 to come on this show. It's not about pay me $13 million a year for the next 5 years and I got to stretch that for my whole life. Driving a fucking 3 Ferraris, having a $500,000, or $2.3 million home. Nah. NYG31, I haven't seen you in a minute, bro. I watched your last video and it made me laugh, man. It made me laugh. Like, you all pissed off about the Odell Beckham trade. Look, I want to talk to you personally and tell you, you should be happy they got rid of Odell. Y'all didn't do shit when he was there to begin with. Y'all didn't do shit when Odell was there to begin with. He didn't win y'all no games. He didn't do nothing special. His claim to fame was a catch behind his head against Carr, and y'all still lost that game. Y'all still lost that game. So, y'all got a lot of compensation back. I mean, not a lot, but y'all got an okay amount. Y'all got a first round, 17th overall pick. Y'all probably gonna go wide receiver with that second pick, and then y'all got a third round, the second pick, pick in the third round, and then y'all got Peppers. So you got your safety there. You're good. You're still gonna be a basement team, but you know what? She's happy you got rid of Odell and that contract, even though y'all got in there. I forgot how much, but you know. So it is what it is, guys. I can't wait for football season. I think there's like 174 days left until the kickoff of the new season. I'm hungry. I'm about to go get me. I think you got him at the best price you can get him at, NYG. I really do. I really don't think you get him any better than that, because no one was going to offer that. No one was going to. And what's funny is watch the Browns have, on paper, they're becoming the most stacked team on paper. On paper. But this game isn't about, you know, who's better on paper. This like I said last night's stream, this game is about coaching. It ain't about the players. It ain't about, you know, the Earl Thomases, the Earl Thomases, the Eric Berrys, the DeMarcus Lawrences, no, the OW. It's not about that. It's about how smart is your coach, and can your coach design plays that can out coach the other one. That's what this game is about. Yeah, it's great to have the talent. It's great to have guys who's smart enough to learn and understand what you're doing. Because you can train a monkey to do anything. You can train a monkey to do any fucking thing, but it's about who the trainer is. It's about who the trainer is. You got a smart coach. You got a smart coach. You can get these guys to do anything. Look at Bill Belichick. Like I said last night. Look at Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick. Look at him. You know what? One or two guys on the whole fucking team Super Bowls. So, and my phone keeps blowing up, man. It's getting tired. I'm about to get off anyways. Let's go. This live stream has gone long enough. Probably gonna stay on for a couple more minutes, and then I'll get off. But I just want to go back to the Golden Tate, NYG31. If you're still on, he's just the guy that's gonna fill a void that Odell Beckham left. That's all he's doing. That's all he's doing. He's nothing special. It's Golden Tate needs to be on a team. Needs to be on a team with other more productive guys for him to get his. He can't be the star. He can't. I mean, over there in Seattle, they had Curse, right? They had him. They had a couple other guys. They had Golden Tate. Over there in Detroit, they had a couple other guys, and they had Golden Tate. Over in Philly, he just didn't fit in with Philly. He didn't fit in with Philly at all. Not at all. That's why he's gone. You know, and I knew Golden Tate was going to be gone once DeSean Jackson came in. And the whole DeSean Jackson thing it's funny because Eagle fans honestly think that with DeSean Jackson being back, they're going back to the Super Bowl. He's 32 years old on a 3-year deal. He's old. Yeah, he's still fast, but he ain't as fast. He's not. Yeah, he may be a complimentary piece, but do you have an offensive line that's going to hold up for Wentz to get the ball even to him? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm just not worried about any of that. Hey, what'd you say? Chris, I didn't see what you said. I was kind of parked or driving and I didn't see. But yeah, I'm excited for the season, guys. But I'm about to close this shit down here in a second. So, but I appreciate all y'all coming in, watching the live stream for a bit. You know, I get bored. Wanted to talk about this this signing that the Giants did. Oh yeah, I'm not afraid of Carson Wentz at all. I'm out. All right, Mosh. Hey, I'll catch your live stream later tonight, bro. If you do a hangout, I'll come in. I'll listen because my mic's until I buy a new piece, I won't come in unless I can, until I buy a piece. Until I buy a new headset, which I'm gonna buy soon. So once I buy that new piece, then I'll be in your streams, man. But for now, I like to listen. It cracks me up. These guys that you got on there fucking crack me up, bro. PCG, Camel Toes. So I'll be listening tonight. I may chime in, but I'll be listening for sure tonight. But back to what one of the other guys said about I'm not scared of Wentz. I'm not scared of Wentz either. I'm not. I hope Wentz has learned his lesson. I really hope so. I really hope he takes off running. I really hope he's a guy that takes off running still, because every time he does, he gets hurt. So I hope he hasn't learned his lesson. Because if he sits there, even if he sits there in the pocket, yeah, he's going to get sacked, but he probably might not get as hurt as bad if he takes off running when one of these linebackers or safeties come up and smacks him in the mouth and he's out. So, but all right, guys.